Now, I am not here to offend you. That's not my purpose. But if I need to help you in any way, then I need to be able to talk honestly, tell you the truth, right? And we don't have much time. We only have about 40, 45 minutes. Now, if we had more time, then I could have taken you out on a date, bought you dinner, taken you out for a movie. Then we could have walked on the, under the starlit sky, get to know each other, then slowly break the truth about your success and your failure to you. But we don't have that time. So I need to be able to tell you the truth straight in 45 minutes. And there is a very high chance that the truth hurts, truth offends. So I need your permission. Can I talk to you? So if you're still here, that means you have given me the permission, all right? And after I start talking, please don't get offended. All right. So if you're still here, then very good, let's go. You say you want to be successful. You say you want to make millions. You say you want to change lives. Great. You say you have a dream. But tell me one thing. Why do you still act like kids? Why do you act like children? When are you going to grow up? You know, children, when they don't get something, and when things don't go their way, they throw a tantrum, right? They get upset, they get angry, they roll on the floor. Now, I agree, you don't roll on the floor and cry and ask for chocolate or the toy, but what you're doing is not that different also. When things don't go your way, you are upset, you are demotivated, you don't want to talk to anybody, you will not pick up the phone. When somebody is trying to call you, invite you for a training or whatever, you're not that different also. So, when are you going to grow up? Success is not for kids. This is not an adult daycare center. So if you say you have dreams and goals, what are you doing about it? You have this misplaced expectation about success. You feel like, oh, I have a goal, and I really want that goal. It's an emotional goal. I want to do this for my family, my parents. It's very noble. And so, because it's great and noble, it should just happen. It doesn't work that way. Just because you have some noble, very good goals, it doesn't mean that it is going to happen. When does a boy or a girl, when does a boy become a man? When does a boy actually become a grown-up and become a man? When does a little girl become a woman? When? Is it when they turn 18 or 21? When does that happen? When does they grow up here? When you realize that only you are responsible for your goal, your dream. When you realize that there is nobody going to come and save your sorry ass and give your success on a platter, when you recognize that I am the only one responsible for my success or my failure, that moment is when a boy becomes a man or a girl becomes a woman. Now, the sad thing is, some people never reach there till they die. I see this 40-year-old, 50-year-old men and women walk around crying, complaining. The business is so tough. My upline is not supporting me. I spoke to 4 people, nobody is signing up. I signed up 4 people, they're not doing anything. What the hell is that? And you say you're a grown-up? So stupid. Nobody. I want you to really understand that. Nobody. This is not a motivational talk. I'm not here to motivate you. I don't care about motivating you. Because motivation doesn't work. See, motivation is like me telling you that, no, you have to do it. Your life is important. You got only one life. You should do it. And then after 4 or 5 days of different people telling you, come on, you should do it, you can do it, then you sit there like a VIP and you say, okay, if all of you are telling that I should do it, maybe I will give it a try. Screw you, I don't care. If you don't want your success, nobody else can. And it's not because I don't love you. It's not that. Nobody else can make you successful. And for some reason, you've not understood that. See, if you are a parent, if you're a father or mother, you want your kids to be successful, right? How much? Little bit? You sincerely, from the bottom of your heart, you want good for your kids, success for your kids. There is no more pure intention than that. That's a very pure intention. You're willing to die for your kids. But tell me one thing. If they are in school, can you study for them? Can you write the exams for them? Oh, but you really love them, no? You're willing to do anything for them. But you're not able to do that. And if they have to attend a job interview, can you do that on their behalf? No, they have to do it. If they get a job, they have to work for it. They have to work in the job. You cannot, as a parent, go to the company and say, you know, my son, my daughter is only 21, 22. He or she doesn't like waking up at 10 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to come and work for him for the first 3 hours. You know, I'm the mother, I'm the father, so please, I will work for the first 3 hours, then he will come or she will come and work. Does that work? No, but you love your kids so much, then why can't you do that? It doesn't work that way. But you are, as adults, going through life as though somebody else is going to come and do that for you. How stupid is that? I did 4 presentations, nobody signed up, my ass. How many more presentations should I do before somebody sign up? I got 4 people, but they are lazy, they're not doing anything, the business doesn't work. This is you on a supermarket floor, rolling on the floor, throwing a tantrum. How many more presentations is it going to take for somebody to sign up with you? How many more? How many more? Does it matter? Does it matter? Are you sitting here and saying that, okay, I will go home, I will try 10. Within this 10 presentations, if nobody signs up, then this is not for me. Then this is not, then this is a sign from above that the business is not for me. Well, some of you might be sitting and thinking that way also. If you are sitting and thinking that way, then let me help you not waste your time, okay? Don't even do the 10. Don't waste the time, no? Why do 10? No need. How many of you are married? Put your hand up. Okay, do you have kids? How many of you have kids? Interesting. Okay, so when you got married, did you and wife sit down and say, sweetheart, we're going to try 10 times. Within this 10 times, if it is not going to happen, then we are not going to do it. Then it is a sign from above that we should not have kids. Is that how you did it? Is that how you did it? Okay. How long did you try? How many times did you try? Or till it happened? Oh, okay. That's a very interesting success secret. You do something till it happens. Interesting. So, to learn that secret of success, did you attend any training? Did you read any book? Did you need motivation? Did you say, you know what, honey, we might be able to do it for 10 times. Beyond that, if I need to do, I need motivation. Let's together go for VCon. Maybe they will motivate. I'll come back, we'll try 10 more times. When something is important for you, when something is really, really important for you, you don't need motivation. You only need motivation for you to do things that you don't want to do. For the things that is really important for you, do you actually say that, you know, I don't feel motivated to do that? Do you say that? It doesn't happen. You know, think about the areas in your life that is really important for you. That something where you feel like, I'm going to give my life for this. Unfortunately, we don't have too many areas like that in our life. One common area for most of us, which is like something that we might consider more important than our own life, is either the kids, parents, husband, wife. That's it, right? This is what we consider as something which is so important for us. And when it comes to anything in that area, something that is really important, just think. I mean, you've all been alive for so many years. You're not newborn babies. You're all at least 20 plus years. Think. Have you ever really needed external motivation? Have you ever needed? When it came to doing something in areas of your life where it was more important to you than your own life. When something is important enough, all the other so-called secrets of success will fall in line. If something is not important, you can spend your whole life walking around, collecting the so-called secrets of success, filling up your notebooks one after the other with the so-called secrets of success, but you still wouldn't do it. The reason you are not successful is not because you're lacking some secret of success. So stop going around asking people for secrets of success. The most important secret of success is knowing why your dream is more important to you than your own life. If you don't have such a dream, a purpose, a goal, or whatever it is, then drop all this act that you're putting up. This act of, I am serious, I am here, I am there, I'm working hard. Deep inside your own heart, you know whether you are sincere or not. If you are not sincere to yourself, then all this facade, all this charade that you're putting up might help other people to be convinced that, oh, this guy is trying his level best. Poor fellow, working very hard. It might help you get some sympathy from other people, but it will not help you get to your goal. So if your goal, achieving your goal, is what is very important for you, then you got to learn to be truthful to yourself. Why do you want to achieve that goal? What is the reason? And once you have clarity on what you really want, then that is the cornerstone. That's the foundation from where the journey of your success begins. Everything else is just an act. So this session we are doing here together, I want to call it Becoming Strong. How many of you want to become strong? So strong that no challenge in your life will ever be big for you. So strong that you can just bulldoze your way through every problem, every challenge in life, straight to your goal, to your success. How many of you want to be strong like that? How many of you want to be strong like that? Let me hear some noise. Are you sure? All right. Where does strength come from? Where does strength come from? See, the strength that we are talking about is not a strength that you can go to a gym and work out. It's here. It's your heart, the strength of your heart and your mind. It's that strength that no matter how many times you fall down, you will get up automatically, immediately. You don't need anybody to come and tell you to get up. That's the strength you're talking about. The strength that you have inside of you, whether you're alone in your country, in your market, you don't have your immediate leaders around you and you're alone, but still, you can make it. That's the kind of strength we are talking about. Anybody can be strong when you're sitting here in the middle of 10,000 inspired, motivated people. Well, that's not going to help. That's not the strength we are talking about. So if you want to be strong, and that's our goal in this session, by the time we finish, we want each of us to become the strongest version of ourselves. Are you ready for it? If you become the strongest version of yourself, how long would it take for you to get to your goal? Not that long, right? All right, so the first step, of course, is growing up, taking responsibility, knowing that nobody is going to come and save me. Not because they don't love me, not because my leaders don't care, it's because they cannot. It's my life. If I don't take the responsibility and ownership, then nobody else can. That's a fundamental truth which a lot of people don't want to accept. And if you accept it deep inside your heart, just by accepting that truth, like really accepting it, not intellectually, not in your notebook, but really accepting it and seeing why it is true, that alone will give you more strength than you have now. The moment you really feel it, you see it, you feel like you are a little bit liberated. Now you feel like, okay, that makes sense. I've been blaming my upline, my everybody for so long, but you know what? Yeah, they can't do much. It's me. And that starts the liberation. So I want to show you a video clip, a very famous video clip from the movie Rocky Balboa. And so the scene is, now Rocky is a boxer, in the movie, world champion. And at his old age, he's joining another fight, another boxing match. And he's old. So the people around him started making fun of him, right? I mean, this 60-year-old guy, what is he going to do getting into another boxing match? Boxing is for young people. And he has a son. And the people around the son also start making fun of his dad. And he gets humiliated because of his dad. And he is going to confront his dad and tell him that he should stop this boxing thing, especially at this age, because it's humiliating everybody around him. All right, let's have the video clip.
You know, living with you, it hasn't been easy. People see me, but they think of you. Now with all this going on, this is gonna be worse than ever.
It don't have to be.
No, sure it does.
Why? You got a lot going on, kid.
What, my last name? That's the reason I got a decent job. That's the reason why people deal with me in the first place. Now I start to get a little ahead. I start to get a little something for myself, and this happens. Now I'm asking you as a favor not to go through with this, okay? This is only gonna end up bad for you, and it's gonna end up bad for me.
You think I'm hurting you?
Yeah, in a way you are.
That's the last thing I ever wanted to do.
I know that's not what you want to do, but that's just the way that it is. Don't you care what people think? Doesn't it bother you that people are making you out to be a joke and that I'm gonna be included in that? Do you think that's right? Do you?
You ain't gonna believe this. But you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you ain't gonna have a life. Don't forget to visit your mother.
So you have your dreams and you have your goals. And now it's day 4. So you might feel like, all right, I have figured this out. I have figured this success mystery. I got my dreams. I'm going to work hard for it, never give up, and I'm going to become successful. And that's great. That's great. What you seem not to know is the amount of sacrifice that is needed for these goals, for these dreams of yours to come true. One of the most less spoken about aspects of success is this aspect of sacrifice, this aspect of paying the price. What is the price? Everything has got a price. Nothing comes for free, you know that, whether you want to accept it or not. So what is the price you're willing to pay for your goals? Now, staying up for 5 days during VCon, even though it is tough, that is not the price. Getting rejected a few times here and there is not the price. I mean, anybody could pay that price. This uncertainty of giving everything you've got without getting an assurance whether I will reach my goals or not. Even after putting everything, will I achieve my success? That uncertainty, having that uncertainty and still going forward is a price. You heard people come up on stage. You heard Brijesh come up on stage and talk about his first 2 years. Now, if I ask you, how many of you want to be like the people who came up on stage, you all will say, I want. Yes or no? and you are liars. What you want is their result. But if I showed you the first 2 years of their life, many of you say, sorry, no, I died. You know what? I don't want it. When you say, I want to be like them, what you are telling yourself is, I want that result. I want that glory. When you really see the price they have paid, many of you will say, you know what? I'm okay. I'm not that bad. I can get by. Just because you did a few presentations and you did not give up doesn't guarantee success. Going through the humiliation, going through the activities in spite of feeling that fear, the uncertainty, that is the price of success. Waking up every morning knowing that the most important people of your life may never understand why you're doing what you're doing. That's a price for success. I understand. I get it. I understand you. You're afraid. I was also afraid, especially of failure. Most of us are not really afraid of putting in the work. You're working hard anyway right now in your life. Most of the people sitting here are working hard, no matter what you're doing. But what you are really looking for is that assurance that, okay, even if I do everything, will I get that, what I want? And not getting that assurance and still keeping on doing it is a price for success. I also used to be very afraid of failure. Because failure is very humiliating. Yes or no? You feel like you are not enough when you fail. That you are somehow small. You feel ashamed of yourself. So the whole life, we start running from failures. We want to avoid failure. We want to, every step we take, the most important thing in our head is, I just want to make sure I don't fail in this. That's the number one thing in our head. And I used to be like that till I understood this life-changing realization. And once I understood this, my life was never the same. What I understood is that failure is not the enemy. Failure is not something I need to be afraid of. Failure is actually the only honest and truthful teacher I will ever have in my life. Failure is the only thing that will tell you immediately, the same time, as to what you did was right or not enough. It's more honest than the most truthful mentor you can ever find in life. Failure gives us the most important truth we need to learn and understand about what we are pursuing. So, if what I'm pursuing is important enough for me, how much more important should it be having a teacher by my side that will tell me instantly the truth that I need to understand about the path that I'm following? How important is that? That is the most important thing. Having an honest, truthful teacher by my side makes the journey the fastest. Failure is the only honest and truthful teacher we will ever find in our life. Failure is not the enemy. Failure is not a roadblock. It is a mirror. Failure is not something we got to run away from. It's something we got to sit down with and understand what I need to change. What do I need to learn from it? And the better you get at learning and understanding about yourself in this path that you are on for achieving your success, the better you get at learning that and understanding that, the more realizations you get, the lesser mistakes you keep making. And soon, that teacher called failure stops showing up. Because the only job of that teacher is to show you the truth. And the longer it takes for you to accept the truth and change, it will keep showing up. But the moment you realize it, it won't show up anymore. It has no job anymore. Success is just this teacher called failure not showing up anymore. Because you learned your lesson, you've understood everything that's to it, and you're carrying on. And I realized that this thing called as failure is not something I need to be afraid of, I need to hate, I need to run away from, I wish it never happened. It's this thing that I can depend on the most to tell me the truth. So now, if failure is not the thing that you need to be afraid of, if that is not the thing you need to be afraid of, then what is it? Then the thing that you are afraid of, the most of you, is, this thing called as, what will other people think of me? The reason that is holding you back is this feeling of, I don't know, what will the other person think of me? Will they think that I am doing something wrong? This fear of what others think of me. That's the biggest thing that is keeping you weak. You can never be strong as long as the biggest fear in your mind is, what will others think of me? If that is your biggest fear, you will always be a puppet in the hands of other people. Through their opinion, through their humiliations of you, they can control your destiny, your future. That's the sign of a weak existence. So if you want to be strong, let me tell you this. You have to stop caring about what others think of you. You have to stop caring about what other people think of me. Their opinion of you have zero value. They are broke. Why would a broke person's opinion of you matter to you? Why do you want to go through life trying to impress broke failure of a people? It's so stupid. I mean, you want to really impress somebody, at least impress people who are successful. Why do you want to impress people who are broke? And I'm telling you, there is no successful person in this whole world who will put you down because you're working hard. Zero. The only people who will put you down because you're working hard are broke people. People who have never achieved anything in their life. And there is a reason they do that. Your success shines a light on their failure. When you say, I'm going to go for this goal, it immediately makes them aware of their failure, the life they accepted, they settled for. And immediately, they want to pull you down. Because if you achieve that goal, imagine how that will make them feel. It will make them feel miserable. So they don't want it. So they will try and pull you down. So trying to impress these broke people or the people who have not achieved what you want to achieve in life is a dead end. It is not going to take you anywhere in life. If you want to be strong, you need to stop caring about other people's opinion. Do you understand? So, why should we become strong? What do you think? Why should I become strong? Now, this is not a competition, right? I mean, it's not like the Mr. World or Mr. Olympia competition where you come up on stage, flex your muscles, and the most muscular person wins an award. There's nothing like that here. You didn't see anything like that in the last 4 days. So why should you become strong? Why? Now you may say, for me to achieve my dreams, I need to become strong. Yes, but it's more deeper than that. The reason we need to become strong is a bit deeper than we achieving our own goals. Every day, maybe not every day for you, but there are people who will join with you in your journey for success, right? People who sign up, people who join with you, under you, in your team, new people. Now these are new people of your organization. And you have been there before. You know how it feels to be a new sign-up. All excitement. You're all excited, right? There is excitement and there is you're not aware of what's happening. Or you're not aware of what can happen. So your new sign-up is like this baby bear. You can dim the lights. So this baby bear is like your new sign-up, new person in your team. Just happy, just excited to be there. Not knowing what is in store. And there is this cougar. The naysayers, the dream stealers, the fear, the doubt, the rejections. It's coming. But this new sign-up is unaware of all that. They're just happy watching the video, Chiefs Wednesday message, the 8 building blocks, and they're just thinking about how life would change after they achieve their goals. But then you have this cougar, this dream stealers, and a baby bear makes a nice meal for a cougar. It's vulnerable, and the baby bear does not know what to do. It didn't expect something like this, so it does the only thing that it knows, which is to run. Because your new sign-up, the only thing he or she has done her whole life or his whole life is run from challenges. So naturally, they run from challenges. It's not their mistake. That's the only thing they have known their whole life. So they run. But the cougar knows there is nowhere for this new dreamer to go. There's no place to hide. And the problems, the challenges, the rejections are closing in. It is coming close. The new sign-up, your new team member is doing whatever it can. It got a video. It's watching that video, hoping that it will find something in it that can keep its dream alive. It's doing its best. But the world does not give up. The world is strong. The world wants to pull every dreamer to its own level. The world wants people to remain broke like everybody else so that the world does not feel it lost. The baby bear feels like this is the end. I've done everything I can. I've attended the training, I've watched the videos. I guess I cannot achieve my goal. I think I will fail. That's it. The cougar, the world, the problems, the challenges is going to leap, and it's hurting, it's beating, it's okay. So where is your millions? Where are the checks? And then suddenly something happened. And the cougar is afraid. The cougar is afraid. It is running away because there it sees you. That is you. Behind that new sign-up is you, the mama bear. The world was not counting on you being there. And your new team member runs to you, recognizing that you are its strength. And you're saying, I'm sorry I left you alone. I should not have left you alone. I am sorry, I will not do this. I will not leave you alone anymore. The reason we got to be strong is so that we can fight for the people who depend on us. The reason we become strong is because we are responsible for the people that we bring on into our teams. And the moment we feel responsible, for somebody else, a strength awakens inside. The strength that was always there. We were created by God with that strength already inside us. That's why a mother is so strong. The strength is instinctual inside us. And when we stand up to fight for somebody else, we are strong. We are strong. When we fight for the people who believe in us, we become strong. We become strong than anything else out there. And that is the biggest responsibility that we need to realize, recognize, and understand. The moment we recognize that responsibility, we grow up, we become a man or a woman. You are a champion. You are a champion for the people around you. The people in your team, the people in your family, your loved ones. When you fight for them, you become unstoppable. You are a champion. You are a champion not because you won. You are a champion because you fight for them. Because you fight for them, you are a champion. And you become that champion right now, right here, this moment. Let me hear from you. Who is a champion here? Are you strong? You are stronger than all your challenges. You are stronger than anything and everything. Because you fight for others. When you stand up for somebody else, you become so strong that nothing can pull you down. You are strong. Some of you may not have anybody in your team yet. And that's okay. But you can have the image of the people in your mind that you are going to bring into your team. And think how hard you will fight to protect their dreams. Now, if you have already people here in the arena who are in your team, whom you have brought in, then find them. Find the people in the arena who are already in your team. And if you feel, hold their hand, give them a hug, and tell, I am sorry I was not there till now. But now I am here and we will fight this together. I am sorry I was not here because I myself was afraid. It's not that I did not want to fight for you. It's not because I did not care for you, but I was afraid myself. I am sorry. But now I am here. And I will not leave this hand till you achieve your goal. If you feel it, if you feel it deep inside your heart, you can show it to the people whom you have brought into your teams. Now, if you don't have anybody here, that's okay. That's okay. That's even better. Because now you're going back as a champion, as a person who is strong, who is willing to fight for whoever you bring in from day one. You are a champion not because you have won the fight already. You are a champion because you stand up and fight for them. I love you all.
C is for the
God
courage I
bless.
possess through the trauma. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, so the M is for motivation.